Alright guys, so this is part 10 to what if Shanks trained Luffy, my bad. And excuse me. It's part 10 to what if Shanks trained Luffy. And left off with I believe Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji almost killing the whole Frankie family, including Frankie. Cause instead of like the Usopp not the Usopp, the injuries Usopp had in canon, they weren't as bad as the injuries Usopp has right now, since basically the whole Frankie family, except Frankie, beat the hell out of Usopp. Because Usopp could have taken on a large group of them, but he can't take on the whole family. Because he does have observation and a little bit of armament, but that's not going to save him. So yeah. Let's start off with Luffy, Zoro, Sanji almost killing the whole Frankie family, and Kaku messing with the ship, making sure it can't survive the big tsunami or hurricane, whatever's coming towards the island. Alright, so we're gonna fast forward about 2 days. Usopp was in coma. In the moment Usopp opened his eyes, every straw hat kind of just hugged him. And Usopp's like, "The hell are you guys doing? What happened?" And Luffy explains what happened. He's like, so basically the whole Frankie family beat the hell out of you. You were unconscious for 2 days, and then me and Zoro and Sanji found you, or I found you. Then I found Zoro and Sanji, and then we went and beat every member of the Frankie family's ass. And we got our 1 billion berries back. Alright guys, so those of you that do watch this, I have a quick question and I need you guys to comment. If I post other what ifs besides One Piece ones, will you guys watch them? Like, if they don't have anything to do with One Piece, will you watch them? Or do you guys just want them to have at least some topics of One Piece? Like, if I do a Naruto what if, do they need to have like if I do a Naruto what if, do they need to have One Piece topics? Like, do I need to do what if Luffy had the Gomu Gomu no Mi? Or if I'm going to do a Dragon Ball what if, does it need to be what if Goku was in One Piece? Does it need to be stuff only One Piece related? Or do you guys, it's just does it need to be One Piece only? Or do you guys want to suggest to me ideas? If you guys do want to suggest to me ideas, I can give you guys my Discord. I'll put that in the description. So you guys do need to check that if you guys have any ideas to suggest. So yeah. So Usopp ended up, Luffy told Usopp what happened. Usopp kind of got mad and said, "I'm so sorry for being so weak." And Luffy's reaction to Usopp saying that is just slap the hell out of him. Usopp's like, "Hey, why'd you hit me?" And after Usopp said that, Luffy grabbed Usopp by his overalls or whatever and said, "So you're weak one more damn time, I'm throwing you overboard." And Luffy knows Usopp isn't weak. He was jumped. He against people he didn't stand a chance against, because it was a whole group of people. There's not enough armament in the world to save Usopp from that. There's not enough observation in the world to save Usopp from that. Well, unless you're Luffy Katakuri level. So yeah. So do you guys like this thumbnail? I'm gonna have that in the corner. It's barely in view. So if you guys do know how to edit this stuff, please tell me, because I don't know how. I can't edit at all. So yeah. Luffy ends up going over to the workers, Kaku, Lucci, guy with the ropes, Khalifa. I'm just gonna call her K. K is the girl with the soap ability. Alright. So Luffy goes to visit Kaku, Lucci, and K. Plus the other guys that work with Iceberg. When he goes there, everyone's looking at him with a hateful glare. And the moment he tries to talk to K, she goes for a kick. It lands, but it'll Luffy push his stomach out where she hit him, then it'll just shoot his stomach back out, and it's she kicked herself square in the eye. And Luffy will make it look like he didn't do it on purpose. And he said, I'm made of rubber. Your attacks don't hurt me at all. Everyone's just gonna buy that, even though she knows he has a devil fruit and that he did that to her. So yeah. So Luffy ended up kind of making Khalifa almost kick out her own eye, or kick out her own eye. Then the guy with the rope said one of your own crew members shot Iceberg. So you guys will pay dearly for it. And Luffy didn't even meet Iceberg. He doesn't know who he's talking about. Luffy will just say it like that. And the guy with the ropes will describe like Iceberg to a T. Luffy's gonna say, I don't know who the hell that is, and I don't know what I did to him. But if my crew did something, I can make up for it. They do stupid stuff all the time. So, yeah. When Luffy says this, the guy with the ropes yelled, if you guys want to pay for it, pay with your life. But that's when Frankie will just straight up, like come out of nowhere and just punch the guy. And I'm gonna say that this Frankie, his upgrades are actually on the par with the Frankie like post time skip. So yeah. And Frankie will say, hey, Mugiwara, there's no chance you guys you're ever gonna beat me with these upgrades. And I bust out the cyborg. Luffy will just straight up use like kill your second. Oh crap. My bad. Luffy will just laugh and go to gear second after Frankie said if he can't beat his new upgrades. Luffy will laugh, go gear second in one arm, and straight up use jet pistol on like the core of Frankie. He's like cyborg, and it'll just go straight through Frankie's cyborg, and Luffy will just grab Frankie out of it and yank him, and say, "You're being annoying. Now leave before I make Zoro cut off your head." And Frankie's gonna be like, "All right, I'm done." Until he leaves Luffy alone. And the guy that got punched saw Frankie leaving, and he just saw that Frankie's like machine was just completely in pieces. And I want you to keep in mind, Luffy's still a tad bit injured from the cannonball. Like his arm still can't handle going gear second and stuff like that. And like that's when all the guys start trying to fight him. And Luffy will just like use Gum Whip and just fling them all into a wall, knocking almost all of them unconscious. He goes to see Iceberg, and he just jumps through the window. Iceberg will say, "What do you want, Straw Hat? Do you want to try to assassinate me again?" Luffy will just look at him and say, "Sorry, sir, but I don't know who you are. Would you mind telling me what happened to you?" And Iceberg's gonna be surprised, saying, "So you don't remember shooting me in the chest last night?" And Luffy says, if you can find a bullet casing matching the rifle I use, then I believe someone probably stole my rifle." And Luffy will look at the Iceberg will have like a tray with a bullet on it. Luffy will compare the bullet that he uses on his rifle to the bullet that's on that came with the gun. And Luffy will say, "No, not my rifle. And my gun's the only one on the ship besides Usopp's rifle. And both of our bullets are different from this. This is a pistol." And on all the guys from the factory come in to get Luffy away from Iceberg, Iceberg will just call them off and say it wasn't the Straw Hats. The weapons are completely different. And they're gonna be like, "No, he's fooling you, Iceberg. It was him." And Iceberg's starting to have flashbacks from last night. Some guy tried to impersonate Luffy, but one, he's way taller than Luffy. No, not way taller. He's like 5 inches taller than Luffy. the straw hat, the red band, was covered in black marks. So he took a closer look at Luffy's straw hat. Not one black mark. So yeah, that's when he says, nope, the guys that attacked me, they tried to impersonate the straw hats, but they were wearing completely different clothing. And they're like, no, the straw hats must have done this. No one else would have a reason to. That's when they start to like examine like everywhere on the island, even near the straw hat ship. But Luffy was like following them around because he was suspicious of Kaku. So he thought Kaku might have done something to the ship. So yeah. Luffy's following like Kaku around mainly, along with the other members of like CP9. And they check around. One of them tries to plant a gun, and Luffy will just straight up like deck him in the head, deck him in the face, and say, if you're trying to plant evidence, I'll make sure everyone knows. And the guy with the rope heard this and knew what they were doing. And he tells everyone above, they're like, those guys worked with us for years. So he felt kind of betrayed on that. Hold up. Sorry about that. I had to talk to my grandpa. Everyone on board, like the CP9 members didn't hear them talking. But that's when they all kind of ran downstairs and said, "You're trying to plant evidence on the Straw Hats?" And Luffy would like snatch the gun from, I'm gonna say, Lucci, and throws it towards like the guy with the ropes and says, "That gun has the same bullets as the one that shot Iceberg, do they not?" Then he checked the bullets that go with the gun. The guy with the ropes is like, "Yeah, same exact bullets." And CP9 is just gonna run off to like Annie's lobby. I want to say like on their way out, they try to like snag Robin. That's when Robin will just straight up use like summon one black fist on the guy's shoulder and just punch him square in the jaw, almost knocking him out. And this is when I'm gonna say that Khalifa and Kaku got their devil fruits a lot earlier, so they're actually more skilled than them, because they did expect to take on the Straw Hat Pirates. So yeah. Like, they had direct orders from Sengoku to get devil fruits, any kind, as fast as possible. And I don't know if you guys care about this, but I kind of care about every detail. So I'm gonna say this: Sengoku directly told Khalifa or Sengoku told K and Kaku they need devil fruits if they want to take on the Straw Hats, else they have no chance. And Kaku said, "Isn't that just the kid? Isn't that the spoiled brat that doesn't really have any skill?" And you just hear Sengoku laugh and say, "He isn't some spoiled brat. He's a pirate that deserves a billion berry bounty. But he was off the grid for too long, so we can't give him billion berry bounty. He has to keep the one he had before, or the ones that he gets throughout the way." And Kaku's gonna be surprised and say, "All right." And right now, they're actually about the power level that they would be if they were in CP0 right now. So they're double the strength they had in canon. And I'm gonna say that they actually didn't use the C train this time. They had like their own way of getting there because it spanned them. I'm gonna say that it was a C train, but it moves at like lightning speeds. So they get to Annie's lobby in like probably about 10 minutes. They didn't take the normal C train. So if you guys hear a dog barking, one of the neighbors has like a bunch of mastiffs. Like he has like 2-3 mastiffs, and one of them, like they all just scare off coyotes. So if they're barking, you'll probably see a coyote. So yeah. Back to the story. Spandam ended up telling them that they were pretty lucky the way they got out. And Spandam told them they're lucky that they got out because according to like like Spandam kind of got like word from Sengoku that Luffy actually was training his whole crew in hockey, so they're all almost masters in hockey, or they're better than most Marines in hockey. So Spandam's like, yeah, lucky you got out alive. They're better than most vice admirals and most Marines in hockey. That's when Kaku would just straight up punch him in the head and say, you have no faith in your unit, do you? And Spandam will say, hit me again, I'll throw you overboard. So yeah. Luffy ends up kind of like getting mad that they got away. Because they were just they're like an iceberg. Well, they're on the Straw Hat ship. And Spandam was like driving an underwater sea train around. Like, it could like rise and sink into the water. So yeah. And, like, Luffy's kind of mad that they got away, but he's happy they didn't get Robin. And he's gonna give Robin like a hug and ask, who are they? Because he's actually giving Robin a hug because he's actually very concerned and wondering if they're out to get her or the crew. And she's gonna explain who they are. She says that is a Cypher Pole group called CP9. They're the strongest Cypher Pole group, and their main goal is to get me. But I doubt that if I go with them, I'm gonna live either way. They're probably gonna kill me if I give them all the information I know. And Luffy's gonna be like, I see. We need to take another sea train and get to Eni's lobby. Everyone's like, the hell? What's your plan to Eni's lobby? What do you plan to do when you get to Eni's lobby? Luffy says, my plan is to burn it to the ground. They look at Luffy like, are you insane? And Luffy knows he can do it. He can. So, like, he gets on the sea train and says, you guys coming? As he like kind of like, I'm gonna say that he goes through his closet and puts on like this. He puts on the red dress shirt and it's like looks like how he does in the picture. Like, Luffy looks like how he does in the picture, minus the dress shoes. They're still sandals. So yeah. I'm gonna say Luffy gets to Eni's lobby in about 2 hours. Because I'm gonna say that they would have gotten there sooner, but Spandam sabotaged the railroad, and he actually got the frog. The frog got in the way, but Spandam did get Frankie, and the Frankie family did decide to come with Luffy. They apologized to Usopp and everything. Also, if you guys, I don't know if I mentioned this, but there was no like great fight between Usopp and Luffy. Usopp wasn't as attached to the ship. He was like, it's gonna be a shame to see it go, but yeah. And I'm pretty sure that since one of the main reasons he was attached to the Mary is because Kaya gave it to him. But this one, Kaya didn't give them the ship. It's kind of just she fixed some of it up. She fixed it up for them, and that's it. So yeah. When Luffy gets there, he does like the whole thing, but instead of like yelling he wants to live at Robin, he's gonna tell Frankie he's gonna rescue him on one condition: join his crew as the shipwright. Frankie says, "Hell no, you guys almost killed me." And Luffy says, "Yeah, you almost killed our crewmate. Now we're even. So, shipwright or die." And Frankie yells, "Hey Strats, meet your new shipwright." Then he just jumps off, jumps off the railing, and just lands right next to Luffy. And he just says, "Hi, I'm Frankie. You new shipwright. Ready to kick some ass?" And Luffy just laughs and said, "Nice introduction." And they all just start running at CP9. And Frankie does have the blueprints to Pluton. He's about to burn them. Luffy would just say, "Burn those. I'm gonna gum jet you." no, I'm gonna gum jet pistol you into the next year. And he just snatches the blueprints from Frankie, and he just yells out to Lucci and Spandam that he wants to fight them both. They're gonna be like, this idiot can't possibly take us both on. We're Vice Admiral level. I'm pretty sure that Lucci is like Vice Admiral level, maybe Admiral. While Spandam's probably about Vice Admiral level. Maybe a Rear Admiral on a good day. So yeah. Luffy ends up like jumping to where Spandam and Lucci are. And Zoro will just straight up use Purgatory Onigiri. You guys don't know what that is? Google it. It's pretty damn cool. But I'll explain it. So Zoro will use his three-sword style. And I don't know if this actually is one of his moves that he can use with basic three-sword style, but last time he used it, he used one like a scythe. I'm saying he can use it with three swords, and like just three swords. It's where he can like coat his whole body in like hockey, and it like kind of emits off his whole body. It's like a purplish flame coat. It's like a lightning cloak that the Raikage uses. Except it's just purple hockey. But this one is gonna be. Let's say in this one. In this one, it's going to be a green thing. It's like going to be a green shield of hockey. And it's filled with conquerors. So, there's a very low chance of you piercing it. So, yeah. I'm going to say Kaku ends up like charging at Zoro. When he sees Zoro getting ready to fight. And Zoro is actually going to overpower Kaku in like the first two hits. Like, Zoro's going to use his one sword style to start out, and just pulls out the second sword because he realized Kaku is a pretty good swordsman. And Kaku will like try to use like his two sword style ultimate move to like finish off Zoro as fast as he can. Zoro will straight up let that attack hit him. He's not even going to use hockey or anything. And the moment like Kaku says, "You didn't even use hockey. You're dead." And Zoro says, "Nope, perfectly fine, still alive. Your attack is weak." And he's just gonna see like two very thin cuts on Zoro's chest. And Zoro's gonna take off his shirt and say, "I battled with the greatest swordsman in the world and lived. What makes you think those two puny swords can take me down?" I'm gonna say out of nowhere he like draws his sword and it just turns into a black blade by itself. But this blade isn't his. It's like something he got from. It's like Kitetsu the Third. Like, he just turned into a black blade. The curse blade turned into a black blade. And what I was going to say, impressive. He's going to think that, he's not going to say it out loud. And he's just going to, like, draw, like, his two other swords and use Purgatory Onigiri on him. And I want to say that actually cuts Kaku in, like into almost 100 pieces. And Khalifa's like, did he just kill Kaku? And kind of, like angry. She goes to charge Zoro. And that's when Nami will like draw out Climb Attack and just straight up whack her in the jaw with it, breaking it. Khalifa's gonna like try to yell at her, but she's gonna mumble and like have like blood drip from her mouth. And Nami, like not Nami, Kay didn't realize, or Khalifa didn't realize that Nami already drew like a storm circle above them. She's gonna like swipe down, and it's just gonna straight up like hit Khalifa in the head and just kill her instantly, because that's a lightning bolt to the skull. You're not living. Alright, now it's the guy that Chopper was fighting. This one he's actually gonna have Usopp help him, so yeah, it's gonna go a lot smoother. Chopper's gonna use like Cloven Cross like as like a default move, and it's gonna hit the guy, but Chopper's gonna yell Black Cloven Cross, and it's just gonna like hit the guy square in the like. It's not on his heart, but it's right next to it. It's like, pretty sure your heart is on your. I forgot what side of your body your heart is on. I know it's kind of stupid. I'm just gonna say it's on your right for this what if. Left, it's on your left. I'm pretty sure. Chopper hit him on the right side, so like didn't kill him, but it is gonna. There's like a cross straight through his chest now, like a tiny cross. And the guy's gonna be like, "I'm gonna kill you for that, you damn reindeer." Trevor's surprised that someone just called him reindeer right off the bat. And don't like, gonna say it's not big enough for Usopp to like use like shoot a star through it, but Usopp is gonna hit it with like a fire star, and the guy's just gonna fall to the ground and just burst into flames, like from the inside out. Well, not from the inside out. Like I'm saying, the fire star gets like stuck in the cross and just bursts into flames. So the guy like roasts from the cross, and then roasts himself from the inside. And it's like blue flames. So all you see is like this guy's mouth and eyes and ears like emitting a blue flame. But, like they're glowing blue. And Usopp just looks at Chopper with like a cringy face and says, "Overboard?" And Chopper will just say, "Way overboard." So Usopp's gonna grab like 3 fire stars and just not fire stars, water stars, and shoot them in the guy's mouth. Fire's gonna go out, but the guy is dead. Like his whole inside, like his whole system was lit on fire by blue flames, nonetheless. So his whole there's nothing inside his body, and he's basically like a pile of it's just a pool of blood right there. There's barely anything left of him. The guy Frankie was fighting, that's gonna go a whole lot smoother. Here's the upgrades of post time skip. And Frankie is just gonna legit like grab the guy and start pounding his face into the ground. Not even using hockey. He's just gonna pound his face on the ground and say, "This is kind of sad." And just like he's gonna use both hands and just slam on the guy's face, killing him right then and there. He said, "If you guys have the legendary cipher pole, I was expecting a lot more from you." And just leaves. All right, now on to Lucci and Spandam versus Luffy. Lucci, Spandam versus Luffy. Lucci will turn into his leopard and just try to rush Luffy with pure speed. That's when Luffy will realize, he's not as fast as Luffy at all. Like Luffy's like barely faster than him, and without using his devil fruit. So he's not gonna use devil fruit and just gonna move faster than him. And when he thinks he has Luffy, it's just an after image. And that's when Luffy would just like use, I'm gonna say Gum Whip, but like Jet Whip, and just hit Lucci in the throat. I'm gonna say it actually snaps his throat and crushes it at the same time. Well, it snaps his neck and crushes his throat. Then Lucci's on the ground like gasping for air, choking on his own blood, but he can't move anything below his neck. And when Spandam realizes this, he's like, he just paralyzed Lucci from the neck down in one blow. I'll say that like Luffy would just straight up like coat his hand in red hockey and just shoot it into like Spandam's chest, killing him. Luffy will like do something to like get all the blood out of like Lucci's throat and say, "Have a nice life," and just all try to like leave the building. And that fight, I'm saying in canon, it took about 2 hours. And this it took about 10 minutes. Every Straw Hat rushed that fight with so much ease. Like they could beat every cipher pole. There's like not one wound on any Straw Hat. Like Frankie had like one bruise on his face, and that's it. And that's when he tells Frankie that he'll give him back the blueprints to like, Pluton, but he can't like destroy them. Frankie's gonna say, "All right." So that's when Luffy will just like go like jump on the gates of justice, and was like, "The hell are you doing?" Luffy will I'm gonna say he has his 2 arms hanging onto like one of the islands that Enies lobby is on, and Luffy says, "Get to the boats now, and then when I yell go, paddle as far away from here as you can." Then I get the idea of what he's doing. Like he's gonna knock down the gates of justice on Enies lobby. Pretty sure the gates of justice are like thousands of feet tall, and they're bigger than Enies lobby. So the shots leave, and they're a good distance away, so they won't get crushed. If you just put all the force into his legs and just knock the gates of justice down onto Enies lobby. So every member of Cipher Pole of CP9 is dead. Like it wasn't a buster call. Luffy destroyed Enies lobby with the gates of justice. And everyone's like, "Luffy, are you okay? Are you okay?" And they just see like Luffy with like a giant piece of meat from the fridge that was like floating, and he's just like sitting on one of the gates of justice and says, "I'm perfectly fine. If you guys think something as pathetic as that could hurt me, You guys might as well leave my crew if you think I'm that pathetic. They're just gonna laugh and say, alright, get on. And I'm saying they have like a navy boat, not like the Mary. And Frankie is gonna like look at the Mary and dismantle like most of her. But like he's not gonna take out the goat head. Like he's gonna like take it off to just like repair it, but yeah. And this is where he starts to like edit some of it. It's like the Mary and the Thousand Sunny mixed. And a lot bigger. So yeah. And as the goat head on the front, the Mary's head. Or a ram. I don't know. I don't know if they're the same thing or two different types of animals. But then there's like the two lion heads on like the side of the ship. They're not as big, but they're two lion heads. And then, actually no, there's nothing on the sides of the ship. I'll say there's like two straw hat symbols on each side of the ship. And then on the back of the ship, there's actually the sunny symbol. And that's when Luffy will say, I read a little bit of the blueprints before I gave them back to you. You implemented some of Pluton into Sunny, didn't you? And Frankie's gonna say, what the hell's the Sunny? Luffy's gonna say, well, that thing back there looks like the sun. Frankie will say, it's not a sun, it's a lion. Luffy will just laugh and say, that's not a lion, that's a sun. Frankie will say, I assure you it's a lion, but we can call the ship Thousand Sunny. Sounds pretty cool. Luffy says, I don't know where the 1,000 came from, but it sounds pretty cool too. And the crew's about to set sail. That's when the Frankie family's like, big bro, you forgot to say bye to us. And Frankie's like, no, I didn't. And he's gonna tap one button, and there's like a giant cyborg gonna come out of like one of the sides of the island, and he's like, goodbye, brothers. It was nice seeing you, and I hope we can fight side by side again one day. They're gonna start crying and say, we're gonna miss you, big bro Frankie. So yeah. So you can look at my gallery. Alright. I'm gonna say about 2 hours into their journey, they see like a Navy ship, and it's like Garp. No, not Garp. It's like, I'm gonna say Kobe is actually a vice admiral right now, and Helmeppo is a rear admiral. And they were trained by Garp before he retired and became a pirate. They don't know he's a pirate. And I'm gonna say this ship actually has like Smoker on it, like Smoker, Hana, Helmeppo, Full Body, Django, plus Kobe. And they try to like stop Luffy. Luffy will just straight up jump on the ship and say hi to like Kobe and Helmeppo. Smoker's gonna be like, you know these guys? And Luffy's like, oh yeah, I'm half the reason Kobe's a Marine right now. And Smoker's gonna be like, how's that? He's like, Luffy's gonna be like, no, he was kidnapped by pirates and I saved him. Smoker's gonna say, you are an odd one, Luffy, and try to hit him with the jute. But the moment it connects like Luffy's face, it just shatters. Luffy just coated his face in like red hockey and was like, nice try. And Hana will like try to use her gates. Luffy's gonna put two hands to the side and use advanced armament. They shatter the moment they touch the force fields. He's gonna bum rush Hana and just kick her in like the gut, knocking her out cold. Full Body became a rear admiral and he's gonna like try to like punch Luffy, saying, I've gained a whole new power. Luffy just straight up like catch Full Body's fist and just crush it. And Django's gonna try something, but Usopp's gonna like use a lead star and just hit him square in the jaw, cracking it. Or not cracking it, breaking it. And Django's just gonna run around in agony. And everyone just hears Luffy burst out laughing, saying, you idiot. And that's when Tashigi will just jump out of nowhere. And Zoro knows how much she wants to at least face his two-sword style. So Zoro's gonna pull out two swords and just like basically catch her blades. She's gonna say, finally worthy of the two-sword style, huh? Zoro's gonna say, nope, not even close. You're just kind of getting annoying if I would show up with one sword. That's just gonna get her fired up, and she's gonna code it in armament hockey. Invisible armament hockey, of course. And Zoro's gonna flip her blades, flip her blade up, and then he's gonna put two of his swords away and say, "Hey, I've been trying to make you feel better by only using one sword style. You're not even worthy of that." And he puts like one arm out and says, "No sword style, Dragon Twister," and creates like a whole tornado on the ship they're on. It's not the Sunny, but a whole tornado on a ship. And it just throws Tashigi into the middle of the ocean. Smoker's like trying to fight Luffy, but Luffy's just dodging it left and right. And this is when I'm gonna say Sanji came in, plus Robin. Like Robin was like grab Smoker and like Smoker's arms and legs, and Sanji's just gonna use like orange hockey, like barely any, because he can't conjure that much, and just kick Smoker square in the gut, knocking him out cold. And everyone else on the ship is like every other Marine's like, oh hell no, we don't want any of that, and just like surrenders. Say Luffy takes all their food and everything, but Kobe and Hamapo are like, yeah, we know we can't fight you, so that's why we didn't. That's why we didn't even try. And Luffy just points his hand out at like Hamapo and Kobe. Just, Kobe, you first. Give me the strongest punch you got. Kobe's gonna coat his arm in like pinkish hockey, and just like punch Luffy's hand. There's gonna be like a loud shock, like a loud sonic boom. Luffy says, "Not bad." Then he points his hand at Hamapo. Hamapo will just use basic black hockey because he can't make it any other color, and it's gonna hit Luffy's hand. It's not gonna make any shockwave. Luffy's gonna grab Hamapo's hand and start crushing it, like cracking his hockey. He's just gonna knock Hamapo out through of the overwhelming pain. That's when Luffy will say, "So you guys are too weak for this," and he's just gonna leave. And Kobe actually tried to like do the whole thing that Garp did with like the giant cannonball. The moment it actually gets within, I'm gonna say, 5 feet of the Straw ship, Luffy will straight up kick his foot up without even using hockey or anything, and it's gonna kick the cannonball into pieces. And some people use the other Jambe and start like obliterating the cannonball pieces. Alright, so they're gonna enter the Florian Triangle now, and that's where I'm leaving this off. Well, actually no, I'm not leaving this off right here. They enter the Florian Triangle, and they see Brook. Luffy will jump onto the ship after he sees an afro. Oh, and he just jumps on the ship and says, "You, what the hell are you?" And he's like, Brook's like, "Oh, I am the man that ate the revive fruit." And Luffy's like, "Oh, cool. Want to join my crew?" And everyone's like, "The hell? You just met him. Why are you fighting to join the crew?" Luffy will legit point to his sword and say, "That is cool. That's a cool sword. Also, I can sense pretty strong hockey from this guy." They're just gonna laugh, and that's where I'm leaving this off. Hope you guys enjoyed this what if. So yeah, I know it's not pretty long. If you guys just saw what happened, my phone hit 5%. That's why it's not long. Alright, like, subscribe, comment what other what ifs I should do. I'm gonna leave my Discord in the description. Alright, have a good day.